Okay, so I lied. I was supposed to do one of these videos on Sunday, but I did 3 serious videos Friday, Saturday. I was done. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So here we are, and if you'll notice, this is the first time that I am talking in one of my sketchy recipe ingredient videos, and I guess there's a reason for that. Pretty much the only negative feedback I got from these things is that we don't know what you're doing. And so I've got people like my friend Cole Lofton up in Monroe. He told me that he and his buddies were watching my videos on a Saturday night, which is kind of weird, but okay. And he told me that he couldn't understand some of the things I was doing. So I'm going to talk, and I'm going to be very clear and specific, and I'm going to say things like, I'm cracking an egg, or I'm melting the butter, okay? Just to make sure everybody can understand, especially you, Cole. You got that? So that's the direction that we're headed, and just sometimes you need to be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. So anyway, welcome to the new global Cooking with J Flow YouTube network. And what do I mean by global? YouTube analytics told me that a guy in Nicaragua, Peyton, it was Nicaragua, right?
I don't know.
Nicaragua, no, it was Guatemala. A guy in Guatemala Googled, how do I kill fruit bats? And my pickled quail egg, Scotch egg video came up. And I'm thinking, it makes sense. That would probably kill them. So yes, global network. So at any rate, it's time to show some ingredients. We've got some sour cream, pico de gallo, guacamole, fresh jalapenos. These are pork skins we're gonna do something in a minute with. And you might notice something a little strange. It kind of fits with the theme from today. That we have a brown paper bag thing going on, and we're gonna start, I guess, over here, and you're gonna understand why in a second. We got Velveeta. It says cheese on there, but I don't know if there's actually any cheese in Velveeta, so we're just gonna call it Velveeta. This one was in here just because it fits. This is an actual cheese. We're gonna use that too. So anyway, to get y'all excited and show this is a show like we've never done before. That's the main ingredient right there. So what are we making? You see all this? We're making beer cheese. You've probably never had that. It's like a Wisconsin thing. It's as far as from what I've read. So we're making beer cheese nachos. Now you don't see any chips, do you? So we're using pork rinds for chips. You're going to see what we do with these in a minute. And then the way that we serve them is going to be kind of interesting and unique too. So we're going to head outside and show you what we do with the pork rinds. All right, what we got here is some poppin' pork skins. These are from Landry's Meat and Grocery in Catahoula. These are really cool. What it is basically dried pork skins. And watch what happens here. We're going to put some of these. This is actually going to be our nacho chips. Look at that. I mean, it's almost instantaneous. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so we got them out of the grease. They kind of form one big one. We'll break them up on the inside, but they're crispy and nice and hard. And what we've got to do now is season them while they're still hot. A little grease on them. I like this one. This is from the people at Cajun 180. It's dry mojo, and it's got a little citrus to it and some pepper, and it's delicious. It's good stuff. So we're gonna season it with that and let that sit for a minute. And then if you look, you see some smoke over here. What I've got going on here is this is some bourbon barrel black pepper that I'm making for my friend Chef Bonnie Bro. She requested some of this because She used to use this, I'm thinking, at a restaurant in Tampa to encrust some duck, and she can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can make it the way that the stuff she had down there was. So anyway, we're gonna head back inside now and see what happens. All right, so what we got here is some world's finest king cobra. This is actually from Anheuser-Busch out of St. Louis, if you can imagine that. And it's the best 40 ounce malt liquor with a cobra on the label, voted year after year. So what we're gonna do here, smell that, delicious. All right, we're going in here probably 12 ounces. We're gonna simmer this, and once this is warm, we're going to kind of take it off the heat and start adding cheese a little bit at a time, so it melts slowly but smoothly. And really, that's it. There's no other liquid that goes into this. All right, it's just beer and cheese. That's why they call it beer cheese. All right, what we're going to do here is just cut the Velveeta into some blocks and start it like with a slow melt in there. The only reason I'm using Velveeta is because it melts pretty well, and you know it'll make a kind of a smooth texture in here. I would like to say that our malt liquor sponsor was Paul Landry at Smoker's Choice. I'd like to thank you, Paul, and he graciously donated the brown paper bags too. So we couldn't do this without you, Paul. All right, so now we got some extra sharp cheddar that we're going to grate. This is going to blend with the Velveeta non-cheese substance, whatever it is. And look, do this yourself. Don't fall for that trick of buying the shredded cheese. It's coated. If you ever noticed, it's coated with something. Almost, it looks like a wax, but it's either a potato starch or whatever a modified food starch is. They put that so it doesn't clump, so it doesn't stick. And you don't want to do that. It doesn't melt right. It doesn't work when you're trying to make a smooth sauce or something that'll flow right. All right, so now we got this on low, just kind of on melt mode. So we're gonna add a little bit of shredded cheese at a time. Change the texture as we go. If you put it all in at once, it's just gonna clump up a little bit. So we're also gonna add, this is some of the paprika that I smoked Friday night. Can you smell that? It's amazing. We're going to add that. It's going to give it a little color and a lot of flavor, a lot of smell to it. If you taste that side by side with some store-bought smoked paprika, you can tell basically the stuff you buy in the store, it's fake. It's a bunch of liquid smoke or whatever, and that's not really what you want. So anyway, we're going to let this keep going. I'm going to add a little cheese at a time till we get the right texture that we want. And we're getting close. All right, so look, you see this creamy consistency that we're getting there because of the non-dairy, whatever is in the Velveeta. And we just kept adding shredded cheese as we needed to get the right texture, and it smells kind of smoky from the paprika. So this is ready. We're gonna let it stay kind of on simmer, just stay a little warm while we finish up everything else. All right, so now we're gonna cut some fresh jalapenos, and look, seeds and all, you gotta put it in there. Around here, you need some heat for this. So I'm gonna cut some of these. We're gonna put these on top. I do want to say that apparently I was put on double secret probation, and the food processor was hidden from me. So I can't make anything that I need a food processor for. So if anybody would like to donate one or just leave one by my front doorstep and they can pick it up like later, that would be good. But so we're gonna set these aside and I guess we're gonna start plating. All right, so what we're doing here, you could call it the Oscar the Grouch. We could call it, this is called trash can nachos. And so we're gonna take a can like this, what are we gonna do? We're gonna put some jalapenos in there. We're gonna put some of our cheese in there. Put some of our nacho chip pork rinds. A little more cheese, and you kind of get the idea. We're gonna stack it up. We're gonna fill this up, and we'll show you what it looks like in a second. All right, so we got it full of chips, pork rinds, whatever, jalapenos, cheese, layer, 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 layer. What we gotta do now, trash can style. Let's see what happens. Peyton, you think this is gonna work?
I don't know.
Let's see. Is it gonna loosen up? Is it gonna all come out? Look how beautiful that was. Not sure if that's how it's supposed to work, but that's some good looking nachos. So we're gonna add some of that. We're gonna add some of that. We're gonna add some of that. We're gonna add some of those. And I don't know, to me, that looks like some pretty good nachos. I'd pay for that in a restaurant. A couple of dollars. The cheese is delicious. The pork rinds are crispy. Never done that before, but it works. You can use the can, and if you make the cheese a little thicker, it might stand up a little longer. I think that's the whole idea behind it. But it was fun kind of to try. So we're gonna try another one. We need to get some of the other stuff with a jalapeno in there and stuff. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, we need to take a sip. Ooh. No, let's not do that again. All right, so the nachos taste good. It looks like soup. It was, it's pretty delicious. So what did we learn today? We learned that the pork rinds, you can cook them outside and not mess up your kitchen, which is the most important thing, so I'm not kicked out of here. We learned how to make a beer cheese. This is like, what, 3 ingredients? Depending on... She's not the best cameraman in the world for nothing. So depending on, you know, how thick you make the sauce and everything, just, I don't know, this can be a really successful dish if you want it to be. So anyway, join us next time when we make I don't know, what are we doing, Peyton? We're going to make a Pop-Tart out of liver and Captain Crunch, maybe? I don't know what we're doing. Who cares? It's going to be fun. So we're going to leave you with some words of wisdom from Cousin Eddie. I don't know why they call this stuff Hamburger Helper. It does just fine by itself. Peace.